Once, there was a wealthy merchant who had very little to worry about in his life. He had all the material comforts. But his biggest concern was his son. His son was very lazy and showed no intelligence or creativity, much less any willingness to work. Nevertheless, his mother, the merchant's wife, always made excuses for her son and thought the best of him. As the son was getting older and it was time for him to get married, the merchant was anxious about his grown son's lack of wisdom and will. "My lazy son does not have the wits or will to work. How will he ever be able to make a living?" he thought. The merchant knew that the wealth he had accumulated in his life would not last forever. His foolish son may lose it all in an extravagant spree, or some cunning person may dupe him into losing all. But the mother's heart couldn't see the flaws in her son and have set her heart on finding a wife for her son. So she urged the merchant to find a suitable girl from a good family for her son. She talked about how her son had improved and grown wiser with time and how he was ready for marriage. The merchant was annoyed by constant pestering from his wife. "Fine, we can look for a girl for our son. But I have a condition. The girl who is supposed to marry our son should buy one item with this one small coin. But that one item must be something to eat, something to drink, something to plant in the garden, and some food for the cow." Then, the merchant handed over the small coin to his son and asked him to find a girl who could do that. "But that is impossible. How can anyone get something that can do so many things with such a small amount of money?" said the mother. But the boy was optimistic and went to the town to find the girl who could buy him something to eat, drink, plant, and give to the cows. In the town, he met many beautiful women, daughters of wealthy merchants, but no one could think of anything to buy with the coin. Some of the girls laughed at the bizarre demand of the merchant's son, and some of them even claimed he must have gone crazy. The young boy did not truly lose hope, and visited every house in that village that had a young lady of marriageable age. The last house in that town was of a blacksmith. The boy was worn out and sad when he got to that home. A young girl, seeing his sad face, asked him what the problem was. The boy explained to her the task he had. "What can be bought for only one small coin, to eat, drink, and all other things my father asked for? Surely this is an impossible task," said the boy. "Oh, that is easy, I can do that," the girl claimed. "I know what you can do," the young girl claimed. So the girl took him to the fruit market and bought him a watermelon with the coin. "It provides something to eat, something to drink, something to chew upon, something to plant in your garden, and some food for the cow. Give it to your father, and they will be pleased." The boy went home happily with a watermelon. The mother of the boy was happy that she would now get a daughter-in-law. The merchant was impressed with the cleverness of the girl. Such a wise girl will be able to look over and correctly guide his son. So, he went to the ironsmith house and requested his daughter to be married to his son. The merchant's son married the wise daughter of the ironsmith. With such a wise wife, the boy became a hard-working young husband, and they all lived happily ever after.